Adult Conversation with Candy, Sunshine, Just Drew, and Unrestricted D. So put the kiddies to bed, grab your partners for some adult talk and play.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Adult Conversation. My name is Just Drew.
I'm Sunshine Aces.
And Candy is on her way.
I'm Candy.
Again, welcome to Adult Conversation. In case you don't know, Adult Conversation is an online radio show which spun off from a couple of groups that Candy was doing called My DMV and roundtables and, you know, but we here. How many years later?
3 years.
3 years.
Oh, shit. Thank you for reminding me. It's our 100th show.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Our 100th show.
I'm not 100, but it is our 100th
we're in
show.
our third season.
You're 100, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you turned 100 this
Friday.
weekend. Yeah,
Friday. Friday was my motherfucking birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
So what we do is every week, well, we try to get here every week, but you know, Sunshine be on the go, I be on the go, Candy be on the go. And so we come here every Tuesday at 5 o'clock and hop on air and discuss all the shit that people want to discuss. You know what I mean?
Like relationships,
fucking,
cheating,
fucking,
side pieces.
fucking.
We don't only talk about fucking. But
Man,
we do
that's
talk
all I
about
like
fucking.
to talk about. I like to talk about fucking.
We talk about nudism.
That's
One
right,
of my
we do.
favorite topics.
Naked.
Nakedism.
Naked.
Well, this
Mental health.
explains why I can't hear myself.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We talk about mental health, but you know, seriously though, we talk about all the things adult, and we try to tackle the topics that people are afraid to tackle because we're not afraid to talk about the shit. Fuck it, you know what I mean?
Right. That's right.
Sometimes the shit just needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, Sunshine.
Can you help me find a hole?
Oh shit! Yeah, I can find a hole.
Thank you. Yeah, what were you gonna ask me?
That don't work.
Does it? Okay. Yes, I'm back. I hear,
I put it in
hear
a
me
hole.
now. Thank you.
I
He
put it in a hole for
me.
Sunshine.
Thank you. Yeah, I heard it.
Yay! Sunshine.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was weekend was good. It was chill, but it was busy. Friday, I went to the New Deal Cafe. Yeah, somebody at the Maryland Health Society told me about that spot, so I went there. The food was really good. It's a vegan spot, and I really enjoyed the band.
I saw that.
I had posted. I can't remember the band. I apologize. It was a long time ago. But Linwood something. Yeah. But they was cool.
Oh, Linwood. Linwood sound like he should be drinking on a liquor store parking lot somewhere.
It was I had fun. And then Saturday, I was going to the sweet spot to represent for Candy as well as us. And unfortunately, it was canceled. There was a big power outage in the city.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I packed my
overloaded
bag.
the circuit.
Yeah. And it was hot. It was hot as hell. So everybody running that AC.
It was hot as balls.
Yeah, it was hot.
Hot as balls.
Ew. Sweaty balls, that's what it sounded like. So
balls.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Dennis for coming through New Deal Cafe after I posted. I was so surprised. I was all cheesy and stuff.
Yeah,
It was
that's
nice.
right.
And then I went so since the sweet spot was canceled, I took me on the road and I rode up to Dover. Yeah, I went to a clothing optional pool party. Shout out to Chris Cazell with TNT. It was a surprise, and they helped me surprise him. So I rode up there. That was nice.
Yeah, that was Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. You know me, I gotta be.
No, and I was close to Delaware.
Oh, I'm sorry, damn.
It's cool.
Yeah. Then I went to. It was like it was.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it, but since I had the time, I went up there.
Absolutely.
And then Sunday, well, I told you I bought a tree trimmer Saturday, and I was a little tree happy. So I was outside for 2 days trimming branches off
Pruning trees.
I was in the forest. Yeah.
Pruning trees.
Yeah, every time. I was more than pruning. Like, I was cutting whole halves the trees off. Yeah. I went crazy with the tree trimmer.
You know you
That's
can get
my
a beef.
property.
Nah, you can still get a beef.
I don't want. That's
You
my
can't just be-
trees.
you can't just be
They're my
cutting down trees.
I didn't cut the tree. I cut the limbs.
You cutting the oxygen.
I cut the low hanging fruit.
You cutting the oxygen from the world.
No,
They'll
it's
get
plenty
you.
of trees. It's 3
Trump,
acres of
motherfucker.
trees. Yeah. But I did get a little overboard though. I was out there about to die, and then yeah, I couldn't even go to work yesterday. I was hurt.
Yeah.
I could barely walk up the steps. I almost put myself in the hospital. Then I went, this Sunday, I was continuing with the yard work because I wanted to get all that done, and I went to Chesapeake Beach. Where I forgot the name of the place though, because I had a good time.
Yeah,
no, it was
you
real
did.
fun.
I saw they had a band and everything.
Yeah, it was it's really nice out there, and the food was excellent.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike. I met Mike. He's got a boat called he docks his boat there, and it's called
These nuts.
Six Bells, like Bellas.
Oh, 6 bells.
It was like Bells, Belles.
You know what I thought you was gonna say?
6 balls.
Nah, 6 bitches.
Oh no. Well, I asked him what it meant, and we came up with a better story for him. So
Okay,
he's gonna
cool.
rock with our story. But it was nice out there. What was the name of the place? Rod and Reel.
Rod and Reel.
Yeah, they had a Prince tribute that I wanted to go to, but I missed that.
Yeah.
It was sold out. So I just went to see it. You know, the other band, I can't remember the name either.
Yeah.
But I had a good time. It's right on the water. It's real nice down there.
Yeah,
so
I've
I'll
been-
be
I've
back
been-
this Thursday. I'm going for the Michael Jackson tribute. Who's bad?
I've been to Rod and Reel a couple of times. I never knew they had like the amphitheater piece.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I heard today that it's changed quite a bit. So
Yeah.
it's nice.
I went last year a couple of times.
Yeah, they got over for me, and real quick, since Candy can't tell us about her weekend yet, I bought the tickets and I did cafe seating, which were $25 a piece. And then when I got there and they took me to my seats, I was like right outside of the bar area, but I wasn't on the sand, I was on the pavement. And the 2 young ladies that were sitting across from me, their seats was nothing, because theirs weren't reserved. But because my seat had a reserve sign on it, it cost me $25. And I could have done general admission seating for $10 and just sat on the sand right in front of the stage. So I knew for Thursday I did general seating.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind going to the bar, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anywho, how was your weekend, your birthday weekend?
My weekend was all right. As you know, Friday was my birthday, the big 4-8. And I shout out a friend of mine. A friend of mine was like, man, listen, you're always doing shit for people. I want to do something for you.
That's nice.
I want to take you to Ocean City for your birthday weekend.
That's what's up.
So you know what I said.
Okay.
Am I going to get some head on the way up there?
Just that.
So I didn't get no head on the way up there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? But we did. We shot up there after work. I worked like a motherfucking Hebrew slave Friday. It was hot as balls.
A Hebrew slave,
Yeah. They worked a little
not an
harder.
African American slave.
Them motherfuckers was moving like big cinder block bricks.
Not a Negro slave.
Nah, fucking Negro slave. A motherfucking Hebrew slave. Listen, they was moving. Them motherfuckers built pyramids with no mechanics.
Oh,
Nothing electrical.
Hebrew slaves?
Hebrew slaves. Them motherfuckers had it bad. There was some back-breaking shit.
Yeah, you know, I
Lift-
was about to Google what's a Hebrew slave.
Yeah.
Shoot, I don't
It's
know.
more terminology because,
okay,
again, even that was a myth. But, so we went up there. I went to the club that people go to.
Secret. I'm trying to help you.
No, I know what it is.
Oh, okay. I thought you forgot the name of it.
Nah, you know me. I ain't shouting. I ain't
Oh, my
shouting,
fault.
motherfucker. So I went to the club that people go to up there. That shit was jive all right too. It's like, man, shit, like 8 clubs in one. You know what I mean? With a restaurant. And them motherfuckers was lit. I was like, damn, y'all motherfuckers in here partying. So I did that. I ate at a joint called Hookers.
Hookers?
No, not. It might have been hookers.
You opened the door. I'm sorry.
But I ate at a joint. Hey, Slim. So this is what I found out. This is where I found this out a minute ago. When you go to a spot, a crab spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you got to do, don't get that all you can eat shit. If you're not like a crab eater gonna sit down and eat like 24 motherfucking joints, don't get that shit. Get you I got me a half a dozen large motherfucking crabs. Them shits was good as a motherfucker.
Oh, that's what's up.
So I ate there. I went go-kart riding and got beat by a girl.
A woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a girl. And a little kid. Little
Yeah,
kid
man.
beat my ass.
That's crazy.
Because I got scared. I was hitting the corners and that motherfucker, I was like, oh, shit. I'm about to flip.
Oh, so you slow down?
Yeah.
You let your foot off the gas?
You motherfucking right.
I ain't even know it. You know me. I'd have took that joint full throttle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't no
So
punk bitch.
I lost. I went and lost like $60 at the casino. And I ate ice cream a couple of times. That shit was good. But all in all, it was a good weekend.
Did you get some cake for your birthday?
I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't. I thought I was going to eat some cake.
That's
that
what I
shit
was
ain't-
referring to.
Yeah, that shit ain't turned out. I did not eat no cake.
That's the kind of cake I was definitely talking about.
I did not eat no cake on my birthday. But hopefully I will get to eat some cake soon. So if you got good cake, send me a message and let's see if I can get a slice of your cake.
Yeah, okay.
That was my weekend. Yeah. So
Happy birthday again.
yay. I'm 48, y'all. I'm damn near 50. I look good though, and I sling that dick.
I was going to say you don't look a day over 68.
I know, right?
I got feeling Candy not here.
I know.
I got to insult
I know.
you and shit.
That's
yeah.
all right. That's all right. I'm a 68-year-old dick slinging motherfucker.
Oh, my. So you want to tell us what the topic is tonight?
Hell yeah. Tonight, we are talking about the N-word. Nigga. Nigger.
Negra.
Nigger.
Niggerish.
them new niggas over there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, but we're talking about the N-word. Like, what's the deal? Why the fuck are you mad? And so with that being said, what we're gonna do, since I'm the resident hoodologist, what I get
You
to
gonna
do?
say you the resident something else? I heard that.
I'm the resident hoodologist. What I'm supposed to do?
Could you tell us the Urban Dictionary for the N-word?
Okay.
And I'm reading this. Nigger is what the Urban Dictionary
Yeah.
stated. Okay.
Drew, urban, N-word, nigger. A word that caused numerous school districts to ban the great American novel, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. A word that offends blacks, but should only offend blacks that fit the description of it.
Description.
Description?
Yeah.
Mine is D.I.
Yeah. That's not how you spell that. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, shit. You know I can't read or spell. The reason why non-nigger blacks get offended is because they hate to be associated with the racist bad apples. Not because of whatever slavery-related nonsense the other people confuse it with, just how non-redneck whites hate to be called as such. Everyone, including whites, can agree that there is a huge difference between blacks and niggers. Can you read Webster?
Yeah, I'll be Candy. So, Webster's dictionary also had the word listed as nigger, N-I-G-G-E-R, number 1, offensive, and then it said to see the paragraphs below, used as an insulting and contemptuous term for a black person. Number 2, offensive. They both started with offensive. See usage paragraph below again, used as an insulting and contemptuous term for any member of any dark-skinned race. Number 3, now often offensive, a member of a class or group of people who are systematically subjected to discrimination and unfair treatment.
So
That was broad.
So what would you agree with?
Well, I don't know what the Urban was talking about with non-nigger blacks. I don't know. That ain't a term I ever heard.
You ain't never heard nobody call you a non-nigger? Hey, non-nigger.
No, I haven't heard.
nigger.
I mean, not that I can recall. And I definitely don't think the number 1 should be, which the novel was real controversial, but then a lot of the controversy from the research today I noticed too was all about, is it okay for non-black people to say the word if they're reading it or singing music lyrics, which we'll get into later. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to go with probably Webster, because I mean, I get the drift with the Urban, but yeah.
That's 2 weeks in a row I lost.
I know. I promise, if anybody has time, because I don't have the time, please write some definitions in the Urban for me and use proper pronunciation and spell it right and put it in the right order. Because, you know, they're voted. Which definition is the best? I finally figured that out.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Nah, I ain't know.
Oh, yeah. So, like, the definition that's the top is the one that, like, got the most likes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So a word that caused numerous school districts to ban the great American novel, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Now, how many people who liked it do you think actually read Huckleberry Finn? That's my thing. Yeah.
I know what the shit is, but I've never read Huckleberry Finn.
Right. So how could you go with that?
I have no clue.
Okay.
But we definitely know what's happening now.
So why do you think she picked? Oh, okay, never mind.
It's time for Just Drew's useless facts. They might be useless to you. But they are to somebody. Remember, if you have a useless fact you want Drew to read, email it to justdrew@adultconversation.com.
Yo. Y'all know what the fuck time it is. It's time for Just Drew's useless motherfucking facts. And in case you like a little not knowing what the fuck that is, that's wild. I've never said that before. Not knowing what the fuck that is, I'll give it to you. When I get the show topic, which is usually on a Sunday or Monday, I go to Google and I only use Google. Why?
Because it's true.
Because it's motherfucking true. If the shit is on Google, it is true. You can't trust none of that other shit. I had a list of them, but I can't remember. So anyway, I go on Google and I pull down some facts. However, tonight, I ain't go on Google and pull down shit. Because when I seen the motherfucking show topic, if anybody is a motherfucking expert
On the N word.
on the N-word,
That
on the
would be
word,
it.
on the word nigga, nigger,
I agree.
nigger, that'd be me. So
Do you ever use niggerish?
I use nigga shit.
Okay, same thing.
So the bottom line is this right here, y'all, and this is Just Drew's useless facts for the show on the N-word in 2 sentences or less. Fact, it is a motherfucking word. Fact, people will say it. Fact, if you get offended, that's on you. Fact, if you don't get offended, that's still on you. Bottom line. We're gonna hop into the discussion of this shit after we come back from this music break.
Okay. Because if for some reason my live gets stuck, you can listen on them.
You good? Yeah. Your live stuck?
No. I'm ready. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Adult Conversation. Before we hop into this discussion tonight, I want to remind everybody that you can get the app, 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 get the motherfucking app. And you can get that from the Apple Store or Google Play. Also, this just in, we have a YouTube page. Go to YouTube, find our page, like it, subscribe, share it. That's it.
That's what's up.
That's all I got for him.
All right, so back to tonight's topic. Tonight we're talking about the N-word. So we kept it real vague, so, you know, we can talk about it on all different levels. And like I said, we've had this discussion before. And we just haven't done a whole show on it. So, so when we've talked about it before, our opinion was a little different. So I wish Candy gets here so we can see how hot and steamy this conversation is going to go. Because you told me not to use the word no more because I ain't sound right.
Yeah, you don't sound. Nah, I did.
Yeah. I say ninja now.
I said don't use that. No,
No, from
I can't
hanging out
believe that.
with you so much,
I can't
I
believe
started
that
using
shit.
it a lot.
Anybody who know me know I'm a fan of the word.
No, you
nigga.
a fan of the word, but you just didn't
I'm
want me to
a
use
fan.
it.
I'm a mother. A matter of fact, I might be the president of the nigga fan club. The word.
You don't
nigga
remember
fan
that
club.
day?
I did.
Yeah. We were having a heated race discussion.
Oh, well, you're probably your white side kicked in.
Yeah. And you just said I shouldn't say it anyway because I don't sound right. So I
you
started
don't-
saying ninja.
Yeah, because you enunciate your words and shit. So you enunciate.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm being bashed for speaking proper
I'm
English.
just saying. I'm just
That's
saying.
what you just said.
I'm just saying, Mo. You like pronounce the shit the way the shit supposed to be pronounced, and you don't say "guh," you say "gur," nigger.
That's how
Hey,
it's,
nigger.
That's what it says.
You know what I mean? Hey, nigger.
What's the YouTube link?
Oh, the YouTube link.
Look for Adult Conversation
Shit,
with
YouTube,
a K.
adult conversation with a K.
Okay, cool. All right, so I got a few things to that we can get started on to talk about it. But one of the things that I found was there was actually a learning thing from PBS, and it was to help with students and like when you're teaching, especially when you get into like the Huckleberry Finn thing, and is it appropriate to read? So I probably heard this before, but I didn't remember. Because it actually said that in the era of enslavement, the words nigger or black were inserted in front of a common American first name given to the slave to distinguish him from the local white person with the same name. So, like, for example, if it was the person's name was, I don't know, John, which I guess was a common name back
Nigga
then.
John.
Yeah. So it wasn't originally used to be derogatory. But then, of course, that changed as years go by, and it started to be more of a derogatory term.
Yeah.
Hi, Candy.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey, Candy,
we
welcome.
missed you.
We did.
Yeah.
I ain't do a good job at your intro, so.
I believe you.
Yeah.
No one can be you, Candy. No one can
And
be
she
you.
took up the slack for your ass being gone and said I was like 68.
68.
On my birthday Friday, I turned 68.
Yeah, I criticized him a few times for you. No problem. I got you. You know, I got
I
your
appreciate
back.
that.
Yeah.
And I
appreciate
didn't eat no cake on my birthday.
You didn't eat no ass?
I'll be the last motherfucker to figure out everything around this bitch.
So we got into the topic, but if you don't mind, let's go back and tell us how your weekend was.
Oh, my weekend was great. I went on a cruise with Dwayne. We went to...
You look like it.
I know. We went to Key West and Cozumel. So that was really nice.
That's what's up.
We went for one of my friend's birthday. I don't say her name on here because she didn't tell me to. So one of my friends turned, I think she said 32, 33, I don't remember. I never did know the number that she turned.
Did she eat cake on her birthday?
No. I hope not. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, you looking a little toasty.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
so happy. I like being brown. And then that's pretty much was our weekend. We had a nice cruise and spent some time in Miami.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's what's happening.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Candy,
Yeah. Yes,
why in the fuck did you pick this topic?
because I had nothing else to pick.
So just to bring you up to speed, Sunshine, I don't think is a fan of the word nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
But we all know I'm the president of the fan club for the word nigga because I love the word. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the word or you don't like the word?
I'm indifferent. I mean, I will post it. Like I won't write it. So let's say if I'm making a post and it had the word nigger in it, I won't write the word.
Yeah, because Facebook
But
will
if-
lock your ass up.
Oh, they do? I don't know that.
Yeah.
But if I'm resharing a picture, like I posted something the other day that said this niggas in jail should be able to watch their kids. They ain't doing nothing else. It was more so I had to share it the way it was because
Right.
it was already written that way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want people to think I actually wrote that stupid ass statement, but it was funny as shit.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I
that
saw
shit was
that.
funny as hell. So
I might have stolen it.
I will share something with the word nigga in it, but I will not write. I won't go on my page and write it. It'll be like N star star star.
But we know you use it because I've heard you say it.
Yeah,
we all use it.
I'll
sometimes.
say it, but it's not. It's not
in
in
a
my,
derogatory way, right?
Well, I don't know, but
Well, sometimes maybe.
But I'll say it when I'm
Instead of
talking about them new niggas.
yeah, I might instead of like if someone get on my nerves, I might call him a bitch ass nigga.
God damn, not a bitch ass nigga.
That's a whole new phrase.
That, man, that's some whole different shit right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You call them that to their face,
yeah.
and they don't slap the shit out of you.
I wish a nigga would.
Like you.
Oh my goodness.
So
we were talking about the topic, but I want to make sure Candy's up to speed because I knew her opinion would be good on this because, like I said, this is my third time saying this. We've talked about it a few times,
Yeah.
but never as a full show.
I know.
It's come out of our other racial bias shows or whatever you want to call it.
I agree.
So, how do you feel about what was it, a non-nigger?
Non-nigger.
New
Yeah,
word I learned.
it's a new
I
word.
learned a new
Non-nigger.
word today. The non-nigger from the Urban Dictionary. So, how do you feel about a non-nigger using the word?
Depends. Just
On who
depends.
the non-nigger is?
But do you understand who
It depends
what
on
a
the
non-nigga is?
situation.
Okay.
Hold on. Do you understand
Anybody
what?
who's not black.
No.
Read
Oh.
Read the definition.
can you read us the that we love your voice anyway. Can you read us the non-nigger, which was
Oh my
where
bad.
is
It's a non-nigga black.
Which one?
it's number 2.
Urban.
A word?
Yeah, number 2.
It
The
has to be.
second sentence.
First of all, they're not gonna have non-nigga black in the white dictionary.
No, read it though. It doesn't even apply.
A word that offends blacks, but should only offend blacks that fits the description of it. The reason why non-nigga blacks get offended is because they hate to be associated with the race bad apples, not because of whatever slavery-related nonsense that other people confuse it with. Just how non-redneck whites hate to be called as such.
Hey, redneck.
Yeah.
So the non-nigger they're referring is also a black person who just doesn't want to be associated as a black person using the word.
Uncle Tom.
They don't want to be
Yeah.
associated with nigga.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they white. I think they don't want to be. I think it's the black people who
Who
look
act
at.
white?
No, I think it's the black people who look at the N word
As negative.
as negative, and they don't want to be, and they use it as a negative connotation, and they don't want to be associated with it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like
It's like hoodlums. They
Right.
probably look at the word,
yeah.
the N word as hoodlums.
Right.
So it's like me, for real. I'm like I don't give a fuck about the word. Say whatever the fuck you want to say, right? So watch this piece right here, and this is why I feel like that. So we all know my background, ex-offender. I done served time. I done been on drugs and some more shit. Got my life together. I don't have time to let words fuck with me enough to fuck somebody up.
I agree.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if white folks use the word. We know they use it. I don't give a fuck if Chinese people use it. We know they use it. I don't give a fuck they say it in front of me. Fuck you.
Okay, so that was going to be my next question. Are you offended if a non-black person uses the word in front of you?
No.
I'm not offended. I just make note of where they stand. Make note of, to me, how they think.
So it doesn't
don't-
matter they said it behind closed doors.
I know they
I think
say
they
it.
all say it behind closed doors.
Right.
They probably
Everybody
even call
say
each other a nigga.
Yeah, everybody said it.
You know what? And I guess the reason why I don't take such hard offense to it, it depends on the situation. Because if you're sitting there rapping a Jay-Z song and he say nigga, 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 you're going to say it.
Right.
And you're not saying it in a way of
To be offensive.
to be offensive. You're just rapping along with the song. It doesn't mean that you're trying to be black or something else. You're just rapping a song that was made.
But I think that comes along with the level of maturity.
Yeah.
Because you understand that. I wouldn't be offended by it. I don't think Drew would be offended by it. But if you with a group of young people and it's one non-black person and they start saying, everybody gonna look at them like, what you just say? You understand what I'm, like, I think with maturity you get that understanding.
And I think there's a lot of reverse racism where we don't want them to say that, but we'll call them honky,
cracker,
redneck.
Old-Fay.
And you remember where honky came from, right? This is the last time we talked about the N-word.
No. Where honky come from?
Well, we talked about this on air, honestly, before,
All right, tell me
because I
again.
looked up the definition. It was saying it was when the men would be trying to ride up and get the women, and they would blow the horn. So that's where it came from. They're trying to get prostitutes,
Yeah.
and they will honk the horn, and then they called them honkies.
Jesus.
So it wasn't never developed to be a racial term, just like the nigger wasn't either. It was to designate, you were talking about the black one or the white one.
You know what I mean? Wait, and
What was
look,
the white
So
one?
I wonder if
Hold
it
on,
was like,
no. Watch this. In your neighborhood, did you have white boy John lived around the corner?
Yeah.
and you could call him that, and that
You
was
can
okay.
call him that. It was all right.
But just let now they be like, you know, nigga John live on 14th and H. They be like, what the?
Yeah.
White boy John? We still say white boy.
And
We do
and-
still say that, don't we?
Yeah.
And-
Shoot, another show that airs out of Rip Radio has
I know.
a main character who's white boy.
White boy,
yeah.
white boy, whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's crazy.
So where I'm at with the shit is this right here. Society, because people as a mass don't think for themselves, right? Society dictates how we think as a whole, and whatever they decide is derogatory, they start pushing that shit.
Right.
And then it becomes derogatory. So now I'm supposed to be mad at everybody that says a word, right? And jackpot myself. I don't give a fuck who say the shit. I'm not slapping the shit out of nobody. Matter of fact, you can be whoever the fuck you are, and you can call me a nigga to my face. And I know you mean it derogatory. I'm not slapping the shit out you.
Well, I'm not gonna slap nobody.
You know what I mean?
But believe me, to me, it's the situation. Am I at work and someone say nigga, and I know they said it in a derogatory way, and you just trying to put me down, I'm gonna get your ass fired.
Well, that would be no different than you being at work and somebody calling you a bitch. Like, that's
Well,
unacceptable.
They probably do.
But to your
be
face.
surprised.
But I mean, you can't be in the workplace and just call people names. Period.
If you say something,
look,
if you-
that nigga right on the wall. I looked over and I see that nigga right on the wall.
that
written.
nigga. Yeah.
So you know, yeah. I just glanced off. I was like, oh, it's right in front of me.
oh
yeah.
man, there's so many niggas up there I can't even see it.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
And I'm saying, man, like for me, the biggest part of why I react or don't react to certain things is I understand for me in my life what the fuck is important.
I agree.
People using the word nigga is not that important to me. I give two fucks.
Now, if you put me in a situation, I'm in IHOP, and the white waitress calls me a nigga, I'm gonna make a big deal out of it because I'm trying to get paid.
Yeah.
They trying to eat for free.
I'm trying to get
Well,
my meal for free.
Clearly, I'm not going to eat. That's out the
Oh
motherfucking
well, I'm not.
price.
Yeah, hopefully before she said that, I already ate because 9 times out of 10 she spit in it.
You know what I mean?
So there was just, it was reported as a hate crime out of North Carolina. Like, this just happened, like on the 26th. And they said that a Raleigh woman used the N-word. She says she suffers from tremendous anxiety. So she was in Bonefish, and she got into it with another customer. So she was filmed. They have her on cell phone video. She's calling a black customer the N-word. So she defended her use of the racist slur in an interview with the TV station. She said that she used that word because they forced me into it. And she's 71 years old. She said that they.
Who forced her into
So
it?
not only did she use it, then she said they forced her into it. Like we was a different human.
Oh my
Like we weren't
God.
humans. You understand? They.
So
That was her
They-
answer.
They could be that group of people.
Yeah. So it showed her at the restaurant confronting the lady, and she said that she told her she was being too loud. So she replied that her money is just as green. And she said she started saying, wow, you're so stupid, nigga, in the middle of the restaurant. I mean, it just happened like 2 days ago.
Yeah. And you know what?
and it wouldn't even. Not even the nigger part would probably bother me. It's the part you calling me stupid.
Yeah.
Like you're not even just.
She just called her
You're not even
a
saying
nigga.
nigga.
She called her a stupid
You
nigga.
calling me a stupid nigga.
Stupid nigga. You stupid nigger.
Yeah. And then she used to be, she's a former administrative employee of the North Carolina General Assembly.
Yeah.
But, and I think, and I don't even think. Go ahead. I know you had something.
No, go ahead.
And I don't even think it's the use of the word nigger that really probably always bother people. It's the use of the word of the people in the position that they are in and how they really think and have been treating us and holding us back. So if you really walking around saying nigger in a derogatory way, you are a senator. What other shit are you doing or have you done to hold these people that you consider nigger back?
Right.
Clearly, you've done all the fuck you can.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And one of the things I try to get across to people that know me or in some kind of way look to me for some type of advice. Man, listen, you gotta pick your battles on shit, right? The fuck I care about, man, somebody saying nigga when I don't have no job. The fuck I care about somebody using the word nigga when I don't have health care. You understand what I'm saying? Pick your motherfucking shit. At the end of the day, nigga ain't that motherfucking important to me.
Well, I think a lot of my issue with it is we've also given the word a lot of power. So you give it power, and then when it's used against you, you're upset about it.
Right.
So even with this woman in Raleigh, when they asked her if she understood how offensive the word was, she said she did, and that's why she used it.
Exactly.
So her goal was to offend her. So the young lady she said it to said she didn't care how she felt that they should have been actors. She said, if I was standing on the table with three heads in a purple jumpsuit, nothing justified you coming to my table and calling me a stupid nigga.
And I also want to say that we should not negate how people actually feel about being called nigger.
Yeah. I mean,
so if you have a strong opinion that the word should not be used, I don't think I should go against you to say it should be used. You know, that's one of those things sometimes you just have to agree to disagree on.
right.
Because I don't know what people been through. Like I've been called the N-word a few times, but not enough to scar my life.
Yeah, I've been called
But
called nigga by niggas.
Yeah, but
More than white
there
people.
are people who have been raised, like mostly in situations where they've been called nigger, been beat up. Like they don't just associate that with a bad word. They associate that with traumatic incidents
An
in their
experience,
house.
yeah.
Trauma, yeah.
I mean, in their lives.
Well, I knew my final straw to get divorced was when he called me a wigger.
Oh, you wigger bitch.
Yeah, y'all should remember that too.
That's
Because
what
we
it is.
talked about
You
that before.
wigger bitch.
I was downstairs and he yelled at us. I was like, "What the fuck did he just call me?" Oh, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting out of this bullshit." He done made up a new word to offend
So-
my ass.
It's not new.
And so like you said, I want to be real clear. I want to be real clear on something, right? And what I want to be absolutely clear on is I am not negating nobody's feelings on nigga, right? If you feel some kind of way because the word gets used, I'm not negating your feelings on that shit. Only thing I'm doing is expressing my feelings on
Exactly.
the shit. That shit don't hold no fucking water to me.
Well, I agree with the opinion that we've given the word power.
You know what I mean?
If you've given someone, if people, people clearly say they use it because they know we find it offensive. But that's just like bitch.
But I don't think
Women get so upset. I'm sorry to be calling. They're so upset. Like if someone calls them a bitch, but yet you on your phone with your homegirl, you done called her like 9 bitches. And
True,
I don't.
but it's also you have to understand. It's also
The context
in the
that you
context of what
okay.
you. Because if I'm out and I say Dwayne is my husband, I can say that. But if another bitch says that, we got issues. You know, you my husband. No, that's not. It's like, it's.
I feel like she just used a shameless plug.
I don't know if I. Yeah.
No,
say-
but I'm just
You say
saying.
Dwayne is my husband.
I'm just saying because that's the only thing I can think of. 'Cause-
Okay, so not to offend you or anyone, but to me, that's just that's again giving someone some power that they have no
True,
rights to.
but sometimes you have to shut people down. You have to you have to let them know that what they're saying is inappropriate.
Right. But no, true shit. You know me, I ain't no punk bitch. I mean, speak
know.
your mind on it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I think we spend a lot of time, and you're saying, you kind of said the same thing in a different way. We spend a lot of time on being sensitive to shit that you don't need to be sensitive to, because then if you don't give it no power. Now, like with your situation, what you just said, you already know that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
So what do you need to spend your time or your energy with this nonsense when that's some dumb shit? Now, if she stepped in your face and like mooked you and was like, he's my husband, like she about to fight you
See,
over
then-
him,
but
that's different.
but-
But if she's play, oh, that's my husband. What the fuck you gonna argue? The bitch probably lit. She
True.
tripping.
But you also have to remember, like with the word bitch and nigga, people associate it with bad trauma,
Yeah, you're
bad
right.
things. So just because this one time somebody said that or whatever word is used, they didn't do something violent. Let's say 15 other times before that, it has been associated with something violent. They don't know you on air.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm on air right now. Yeah, I mean, you're right. No, I agree with both of you. I just still agree with it's got too much power.
Yeah, and it do. And again, I'll say this. Like, people get mad at the use of the word. I know people who detest the word, but will still buy the music where they
I
are
agree.
constantly pushing the word in the music
I agree.
from specific artists, right? Like, you can't tell me, you can't come to me and be like, Drew, you need to stop using that word nigga, it's not right, and la 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 la. But then when I see your motherfucking ass in the club, you party into nigga what? Nigga who? Nigga what? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Then, I mean, kind of like be consistent. Like, if it's one thing I am, I'm consistent. I love that motherfucking word nigga.
We know.
And I love nigga shit.
We know.
You know what I mean? And people say, man, well, why you feel that way, this, that, and the third? Because you goofy motherfuckers keep giving the word power. And guess what? When you give the word power and somebody uses that against you, like the lady did in that restaurant, they done fucked your whole shit up.
Right.
You got a whole incident. But watch this piece right here. I'm always careful to reserve judgment on shit, right? Because when the incident first hopped off, I promise you it wasn't no cell phone out filming before she came over, while she was coming over. They didn't pull that cell phone out until the controversy started.
Right. Well, that's everywhere.
So we don't know the beginning.
Right.
Right? So we don't know the beginning. It could have been a situation, and I'm not saying it was or it wasn't. I don't give a fuck. But it could have been a situation where the lady said, listen, my money green just like yours, and I deserve to enjoy my meal without all the loud shit.
Right.
In a public restaurant. I deserve to enjoy my meal. Right? Bitch, you got me fucked up. I can say what I want. It's free you understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
So, and I'm not saying that that's what happened. Let's be clear about that. The only thing I'm saying is when they drop these videos, be cognizant that there was some footage before the motherfucker hit record.
I agree. But I also believe that you have the right. So with nigga, I have two stances on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, the word being used is not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But the word being used against someone is my issue sometimes. Because you have the right to not be called out of your name in public. With this nigga, bitch, stupid ass, moron, fool. You have the right to be able to walk around and be in your peace and people not use derogatory words against you.
Mm-hmm.
And I group that with the rest of them. I don't want to be called none of that shit when I'm out. But you saying nigga doesn't offend me.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair right there. I ain't gonna argue with that.
I mean, there's so many scenarios to how people feel, and I think it's just like one of the things with race, religion. None of that shit is ever going away because
Definitely
it's
not.
always gonna be. I just wish that people would spend their time actually researching what they know and know about it versus, like Drew said, you just go with societal norms. Because I'm dead against societal norms. Like, no judgment. Now, if it's a situation like you said and something happened or something, but I'm talking about happened to you. I ain't talking about your aunt, sister was enslaved 20, I'm not talking about in BC. Like, it's got to be you were affected and not you were affected by stories you've heard others told. Or how much legitimacy do those stories have? Because people just hear some shit and run with it. And then by the time the story is told 100 times, it's a whole new worse story than it ever began with. And I just
Absolutely.
think it's making things
So
worse
if you were
and
in the
worse and worse.
boardroom, if you were in the boardroom, and white owner, this not a government job, white owner says, who gonna do this assignment? And they look at you, give it to the nigger in front of
Oh, it
everybody
wouldn't be no
else.
boardroom live.
But
However,
you would be offended.
but I would be offended, but I don't take offense, period, at work. No type of offense. I don't care. Well, you can be blue. I don't care what color you are. But I had an incident years ago where one of the managers, who was younger than me, and he was a white man, and he sent an email out about President Obama. He was president back then. And he wanted everyone to respond and say what they thought about Obamacare. This was way when it first came out. Well, people were doing reply all. So I replied to the email and I said, I don't want to know anyone's. Now I'm the only me at this. I'm the only one of me at work that's in executive management. So when I replied, I said, I don't want nobody's opinion. Don't anybody email me back and respond. I don't want your responses. And the reason I didn't want them, because I didn't want to think differently of them. Because if someone said something negative, then you already done, you done made me feel some kind of way.
I don't like you no more.
That situation went so far. He was no longer with the company.
But what possessed him to start it?
Well, what happened is that one mistake, first of all, he was a racist.
Yeah, okay.
That one mistake he made, of course, when he came back at me, he told me I was uneducated. And obviously, I didn't do my research. Yeah. Now, of course, he didn't realize that I'm not no punk bitch. So one thing led to another. It was a whole 6 months investigation. He's gone.
Now, let me say this. On that specific incident, right? What he should have did, if he wanted the information on Obamacare, he should have sent out the email and said, what are y'all thoughts on the Affordable Health Care Act?
Well, what he did wrong, he attached a letter written by one of the senators for Virginia, who was clearly not a fan of Obama's. Clearly. You could tell from the statement. So once I read the attachment, I said, oh, hold up. We're not really about to do this. So we talked prior. When he called me, I had to tell him, I learned I said, you first of all, you calling me uneducated. And I learned a long time ago, you don't talk about politics, religion. I don't even remember the third one now. It's 3 things.
Pussy.
Sex.
Well, that's newer. But you don't talk about sex. I mean, back in the day, you could, flirt in the workplace. It wasn't a big ass deal.
Right.
You can't
Now
say
you
nothing.
do it, you got a sexual
Oh my
harassment
God, your
charge.
eyebrows are straight.
Yeah.
Hit on me.
Right, exactly. But no, I knew that that's something that you don't discuss. And when you're in that environment, why would you discuss that? But that's just what do we talk about it all the time? That superiority thing. He probably wasn't even thinking that I'm one of the people that's going to get this email. He wasn't thinking on them lines.
Probably thought you was white.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah, with this hair, okay. No, but I've experienced it. And I found out through the investigation, he was at another office in Virginia and used the word around there all the time. And it was black people at the office. So, of course, now that all this, the shit hit the fan. We replying all, the emails are circulating all over. It was crazy. It was a crazy situation. But I found it offensive only because you clearly, by the letter you attached, you clearly wasn't on board with it, which is cool. We're all entitled to. We talk about Trump all the time. I don't give a shit. I don't care who's doing what. That just doesn't mean I want to hear your opinion, because then I'm already going to think, I can't fuck with you no more. Because if you say something stupid and then I read it, then my whole opinion of you is just going to be different.
And people weren't just attacking Obama's agendas.
Right.
He was attacking him.
Him.
And
Right.
that's what you don't want to deal with. I don't want to get in debate about his race.
Right.
Why are we even discussing his race? Did we discuss the race of the other 43 presidents before him?
And you
No.
bring up a good point, but remember that we were the people of color were the ones, which don't get me
president is
wrong.
black.
I was at the inauguration. Shit, I heated the floors for them, right? They standing on my heated floors, so I get it. But we were the ones that pumped that first black president.
Yeah.
We started
We
it.
did because there's something we did need. America did need a first black president. But what his agenda, everything that you need to discuss about Obamacare, everything, all that stuff, had nothing to do with his race.
Right. No, not at
So
all.
we should not be.
at all.
We should be happy to have the first black president, but everything should be that's being passed, everything that should be talked about, shouldn't be
None of it should
negated
be
because
race.
he's black.
Right.
You know what I tell people? I tell people this right here. That's life. That's life. And when you become the first black anything, you are definitely going to be scrutinized more than your predecessors were scrutinized.
I agree.
You know
but
what I mean?
I also think that we should be getting past. We should be working on getting past the point that we're still having the first black anything. Like, and we just not had the what is the first black couple, Idris Elba and his wife, on what was it? One of those stupid magazines that I don't read in the first place.
Time or something? I don't know.
no,
Yeah, I don't
it was
read
like-
magazines. I'm sorry.
Vogue or something
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Okay.
The first black. We should be well past the point that we're still saying the first black.
Right.
We should be into the 100th black couple on the magazine, and it's just making me upset that we're still fighting.
That's why I said I don't ever think it's gonna go
Yeah,
away.
we're still fighting just to be the first black of stuff.
But wouldn't you don't think that any of that is due to just the race being kind of sensitive?
What you mean?
I just think that people of color are more apt to just always find something to be sensitive about. Like you said, why not just celebrate that it's done instead of celebrating it's never been done before?
No, I don't mind saying the first black. We should be saying the first black because
You said we should have already done that already.
But we should already done that shit a long time ago.
Right.
We should be trying to push the first black on a lot of shit.
Right.
And make it the first black, the first Latino, the first every race.
Right.
Like I'm watching Big Brother now. I'm like so disgusted with the fucking show now. Like I just want to stop watching it. Almost every person of color was voted off in the first couple of weeks. And then they did some side things behind the scenes. Like at least 2 of the contestants on there are 100% bona fide racist. So it's like you really think you're moving up in the world, and it's just so much racism, so much nigger talk behind your back. So and that's why I'm saying people might not be upset about being called nigger. It's what is associated with it.
Right.
Are you still holding people down? If your boss is saying nigger, what are they doing to your performance plans? What are they doing when people are calling you for references?
I hate to say I don't think it'll
it's-
ever change though.
So let me ask you this. Who owns Vogue?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Definitely don't. I don't read the magazine. I wouldn't research it because it's not something I would care to read.
Right.
Because it's like you said, there's always been white people on it. So why would I care?
Because white people own it.
Exactly.
Right. So, and this devil's advocate right here. This like real life shit that where I'm at with all this shit. If I own a magazine, I can put on the motherfucker whoever the fuck I want. It's my magazine. And if
Okay.
I don't want to put a black person on the fucking magazine, I ain't gonna put it on there. Now, I this is what I will ask. How many white folks been on the cover of Ebony?
I don't know.
Exactly. So, like, that's not like a good example. I feel you when you say
it's a good example because regardless of who owns it, we need to start getting out of the business of this is black and this is white and this is Hispanic and this. Who owns CBS? White people. So that means we should never see black people on TV?
I never said that.
What I'm saying is you cannot just you're saying Vogue should only put white people on it because it's owned by a white person.
No, I said they could put on there whoever the fuck they want.
And CBS can put anybody who they want on there. The sports teams could put anybody they
Right.
want on there. Almost everything fucking in America is owned by white people.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is everything, all businesses are run by white people. You're saying that we should continue allowing the white people who own stuff continue to dominate the industry. No, they need to, or we need to push back and try to get our own. And if we can't, well, then we need to break those barriers and be the first.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That's a valid point because some of the most racist companies, tons of black people support them. And I'm talking
Exactly.
about billion-dollar industries. If you already know that a company, like I stopped buying gas from Exxon years ago. It had nothing to do with race. It had to do with when we were in a recession and the economy was really, really bad. Everybody was losing money in their 401ks. All that shit was going on. The executives they were making tons of profit off of us, the American people drowning. So I mean, it's just once I got it in my head, I'm like, what the fuck would I support you for? I'll drive past you and go to the next place just because I'm never giving them my money.
I agree.
But we don't make something happens, and it's the name brand shit that we buy. You'll walk right, and I'm not saying you specifically, I'm talking about people in general. You'll walk right by a black store and give them an opportunity of being profitable and go buy some name brand shit that you probably don't even need when you're paying for a name. So you're paying to have this. I mean, back in the day, everybody used to talk about Polo. But, I mean, look at how much that industry grew off of people just supporting it. And I'm not saying just Polo. I'm talking about in general, just to speak on a brand. It's just crazy. I mean, you're going to spend your rent money to go buy a pair of tennis shoes because they got somebody's name on it. The person name on them, they ain't making them. They're not the ones making the shoes.
So I feel you. And this where I'm at. This where I'm at with it. If it's my motherfucking company, I can do what the fuck I want to do.
If it's your motherfucking company, you need to do better.
Why?
Because
We
otherwise
all,
it's
as a
we're never
whole,
going to be equal.
Fucking
So-
United States need to do better. We need to not, us all, even the black people, we all need to do better. We need to stop trying to make everything so segregated. Make everything so race-based.
Everything is.
Exactly. It's something we need to start
No,
working on stopping
is.
it.
And that shit ain't gonna change.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. So I had this discussion with people all the time, right? And nah, fuck all that. This is what I'm gonna go with. So I'm 48, right? Up until I was maybe 18.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what we called each other?
I don't know.
My man. You know what we call the ladies?
Mm-hmm.
The honeys, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We didn't start calling women bitches and each other my nigga in the motherfucking hood until after the big record companies started force feeding us all these records with the words nigga. With I don't even know how to say it when it's like songs against women, misogyny. Misogynistic songs and self-hating songs, you did what I'm saying, got pushed. Why? Because we didn't control the radio media. At one time we did. At one time we had WOL, right? Radio 1. Even today, a black-owned corporation will not put music on their radio station that pushes nigga.
But that's still back to what we were just saying. I mean, you're saying that the radio, the music industry forced it on us.
Yeah.
We pick what we listen to. We make a conscious choice.
We really don't.
That's not true.
And on top of that, each record person, each writer, each artist can say, no, I don't want to make that music. So you may say we don't have the right, we don't get to pick what we listen to, but they still had the right to, someone had to make that music.
That's no different than that. When a song come on the radio and you don't want to hear the song, what you do?
I fucking turn.
You change the station.
Okay.
But we don't, but again, certain people, and I can't break, we don't have time to break the race down. I mean, it's a whole bunch of different levels to everything. So it's like where you were raised, how old you are, what you know, what you've experienced, all that shit factors in. But you still have a choice of where to spend your money.
I agree.
I can use radio as an example. We could go a whole bunch of places. We're gonna go where it's a mutually beneficial situation, right?
Agree.
That's why we make the choices that we make. So we do have a choice.
I agree.
But you have to take the time to research your options and figure out what's gonna work best for you. Now, if we're dealing with a black-owned company or a white-owned company and they're treating you like shit, why are you still giving them your business? You still have a choice. Even, I don't care, whoever's running it. We accept it, we deal with it, we support it, we spend our money on it. And back to the ownership shit. Whose fault is it that we don't own shit? That shit goes back in history. Your parents' parents and your parents before that, who the hell was out in the hood teaching anybody about investing?
Exactly.
How many people still invest? Who got money now and you invest in that shit to make you some money so you can own some shit and somebody can be buying for you? It just doesn't happen. Why? Because we too worried about the wrong shit. An old white lady saying the N-word, for example.
Okay.
Like, spend that time and those resources and that energy building your shit. That's what all three of us in this room, well, all four of us in this room have done. We spent our time, our energy, and our resources to be successful instead of worrying about,
Right.
we can't deal with every petty battle in the fucking universe.
Couple of
You
things.
said pick and choose your battles.
A couple of things I want to say.
I'm
and
sorry, I
know-
went on a, I know I went on
and
a whole,
I know we got to go. I know we got to go to a music break. But the
went on a whole rant. Sorry, guys.
the first thing I want to say is I'm going on record right now. My next show topic is going to be what's hidden in the music. I'm just letting you know.
I'm cool
putting
with
that on
that.
record. And the second is
Ain't my topic next, though? Mine better.
And the second is at one time we did not have to leave the black community for nothing. If you wanted a doctor, he was on the block. You wanted a suit, the teller was on the
And
block.
you supported those
If
people.
you wanted if you wanted a supermarket, it was on the block. And it was owned by people that look like you.
As it should be.
You know what I mean? So
We
when I
all
say-
are big supporters in the community. I
Right.
don't care what anybody. I know all. I can speak for the three of us. And any person we've ever met that wrote a book, that was on the show, that did anything, whatever the hell they had, I supported. I bought it. I was buying books from like stories that I couldn't even relate to. Why? Because they're trying to make a move, so I'm going to support them. How much does it hurt you to buy a fucking $20 book? I
Exactly.
mean, give me a break.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
I'm let me shut up.
Um,
Zip it.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man.
I'm
this
real
shit
passionate
always
about
happen.
this.
So listen, y'all ready for the break?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a music break because this Sunshine done went on the rant.
I'm sorry.
But while we gone, download the app, get the app. And also go to YouTube, Adult Conversation, subscribe to the page, share the page, like the page. All right, y'all, we back. Man, before we went to that break, man, shit y'all got hot in this motherfucker, didn't it?
I know my breasts are sweat.
Motherfuckers was
Underneath.
ranting
Yeah,
and raving and shit.
No, I don't have a napkin.
Okay, I guess somebody look under there for me later.
So I got a question, y'all.
Before or after you shower?
Before.
Oh, Jesus, take
Before.
the
That's
wheel.
sweat good.
I got a question. Y'all-
I just try to light it up a little bit.
God damn it. God damn it. Y'all ready for my question?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Do y'all feel that the large use of the word nigga hurts us as black people?
No.
My personal opinion.
Hmm?
I can't even answer that. It depends on the context, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can understand it being offensive. Of course I can.
To me, it's like saying the wide use of the word bitch hurt females. It doesn't.
It really doesn't.
That don't bother me at all. You can call me a bitch. I'm a good bitch, though.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me. I mean, you can call me a nigga. I'm not. So
You cannot call me a bitch if it's in the heat of an argument, because that might spin my head
Oh,
around
you
a
can
little
call
bit.
me a bitch. And I'll be like, watch what this bitch about to do.
Yeah, I mean,
you can call me all the
if you
bitches
call me a
want.
bitch, it's gonna make me say something more meaner to you, most likely.
Well, I'm not a person to get into
Always.
an altercation with anybody.
And part of
Really, though?
She said it
Why
with a
your
straight face,
eyes do that,
though.
though?
Cause she ain't no punk bitch.
I be in the dead of sleep and jump out of bed and go off.
and the reason
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Drew. We
Yeah.
play too much.
No, the reason I asked that question to y'all is because as a race, right, or ethnic group, or however the fuck you want to say it, I don't really know. But and you know, I'm not a fan of saying African American. I'm a fan of saying black.
I like black too. That's
You know
my
what I mean?
preference.
And
Or
as-
people look. I can say people of color, but that's more broad. I don't.
Right.
You could be any darker skin.
So in my personal opinion, as a black man in this country, I don't feel the use of that word hurts us as a race. I feel that what we need to do as a whole is stop buying into the propaganda that's dispensed by wide mainstream media.
Not gonna agree with
Do that make sense?
No,
It don't make sense?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay.
It sounded like about big words that I didn't understand.
Okay.
It
All
did.
For instance, you'll hear a lot of black people say, black people act like crabs in the barrel. Right? You'll hear a lot of people, black people say that they want to support black business, but every time they do, they get bad service, they get subpar or less than quality product, or as such, right? And I can promise you, and I can show you people who have used white companies and have received the same.
But you can never do that comparison.
What I'm saying is this right here. Instead of, like you said, we need to stop attaching race to something
I agree.
and attach service to something.
I agree.
the service
Instead of saying if I go to Moquisha's beauty salon and I get bad service, I shouldn't walk out of there and say Moquisha gave me bad service because she was black. I should just say Moquisha, bitch ass,
Gave me bad service.
gave me bad service.
know what I
You
mean?
should not. Yeah, we as a race, we should not be attaching race to negative connotations.
I think a lot of times, though, the race comes into play, not just for people of color, but white people too, whatever color, Hispanic, whatever your ethnicity is. I think it comes into play because you're more comfortable doing business with people that look like you, or doing business with people that talk like you, or if you make a reference. I know the world I'm in. I say something and they be like, what? I be like, oh, wait, let me say it so you can understand what I'm talking about.
True.
So Drew says I talk proper, but I talk fast too. So if I'm talking about something or I'm making a joke, it'd be way over some people. And I can see they looking at me like, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. But then I'll say it in a way that they can understand, if that makes sense. Because I can be whoever you need me to be. It just depends what world I'm working in.
Right.
But I would rather, I personally, I would rather give opportunities, especially business, to black companies. And we had this discussion before. It was actually the show your company was on. We had this whole discussion about that. Because I know, for me, I've given lines of credit as a company to black companies. They've dogged me almost every. I could name 10, well, I'm not going to name them, but I could name 10 black companies that I gave a line of credit that nobody else gave me a line of credit for what I do. I can tell you 7 of the 10, they still owe me money. And they know I no longer do business with them. So I didn't set that. I gave you the opportunity.
Do any of the white companies still owe you money?
Yes, they do, but it's the same. They're all treated fairly. However, most of my large contracts, ain't none of them companies owned by people of color. None of them.
I agree.
Right.
It's just not.
And I can say this. As a business owner, right? The hurdles, and I don't know if y'all experienced this or not, but the hurdles that we go through as minority-owned businesses, right? We get charged more per square foot for office space, warehouse space, or anything else. There's all types of different qualifiers, right? That we have to qualify for that other companies don't. And I'll tell you one of the things, right, that pissed me off so bad when I was working down at the when I was working in government. It was one of the biggest corporations in this city had a designation as a small, local, disadvantaged business, and it was at least a $50 million company.
Would you like me to speak on that for you? Because I can speak on that from experience.
Speak on it.
Okay. That's not always an issue with the business. That's an issue with who provides those certifications for the businesses. Because once you are certified in DC as whatever criteria you originally apply for, they don't go back to that original application. They go, when you recertify, because I just went through the recertification maybe 6 months ago. When you do the recertification, they don't refer back to your original listing. So for a fact, I'm listed as a small business, and I am not. It's in my number. So now every time I send out the, and that's a flaw in their system. I want you to know that, because it just happened, and I'm just like, I can't fix a system that's broken. So the system has to catch up with the district. That's not happening. So, and just on that, I can speak on. I can't speak on none of that other shit. You know DC way better than I do.
Right.
But that is a flaw in the system.
So watch this piece.
And who runs that?
That's the district government.
Yeah, the district government.
So
No, I'm sorry if anybody works for the district government.
and I say that because watch this piece. Watch this piece right here. There is a construction corporation in DC. Does quality work, can do whatever kind of project needs to be done. However, when it comes to qualifying, non-minority owned companies can come to the table with a $4 million bond, right? With a $4 million insurance policy on the project. They have to come with a $7 million insurance
I
policy
believe that.
on the same project. Right? So I understand that the system is definitely flawed in some cases. A lot of times what's intended to help on the back end when people find out how to work and manipulate systems, it doesn't always help. But I only brought that up, right, to as a reference of minority owned, especially black owned, right? Go through a whole hell of a lot more to get the work than other people do.
So would you, do you equate that to past performance from those same types of businesses?
No.
So what do you equate that to?
I equate that to that
I mean, I can't just rock with the unfairness thing. I can't just rock with that.
I equate that also to nepotism, because if I'm a good old boy and I have Sunshine, who's white business, and Drew's, who's black business, and my family tree goes back to knowing Sunshine's family. You're white, and my family, it's like a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna go with you. I'm not gonna go with the black business.
Right.
So 9 times out of 10, and this is why you had the what was it for black people?
I know
Black
what you're
power?
talking about.
No, to get black people in the job.
Oh, affirmative action.
That's why you
affirmative
had affirmative action, because no matter how well you did or how well you could perform, they will bypass you and go to the less qualified white person because they didn't want to bring black people up. And go back to the use of the word nigger. They're still calling people nigger. They don't want this nigger business.
Right.
So they're not going to bring you in. They're going to continue to hold you down.
So how do you feel about the non-minorities saying that they lose out on opportunities due to affirmative action?
Because they're bitch ass niggas. The non-majorities, let's make it clear. They might have lost one contract.
Might have lost one. That wasn't gonna make or break.
They
their
have
bank.
100 contracts, and they lost one of their 100 contracts.
But that's, to me,
fuck outta
everything
here.
we're all saying, and we're saying the same thing. We just experience it in different ways. I still think that the key is, like Candy said, don't focus on race. And if you do step up to the plate and you are a black business owner, tell people what you can provide. And if you can't provide it, then just be straight up about it. Tell them you can't provide it. My customers, the ones who don't pay, the black, and they might owe me something short, like $1,200. I'll
that
put
ain't
you on a
short.
payment plan for a whole damn year. You can send me $100 a month, and we good. Now you don't get no more credit, but we can still do business. But instead, you want to disappear, and then I gotta come out to the house that I thought was an office, and it's your house, and it's for sale, and you gone over $1,200. Now, how?
You think you're the only person they owe?
Oh, I know I'm not, but I'm just saying. At least I'd rather you call me. It's like a man dealing with men. No offense, Drew. It's
I
like,
don't care
tell
about
me the
that.
truth. Like, listen, I wanted to pay you, and this job is all fucked up, and I can't pay you. And then we can move on from that point.
So let's say with your white businesses, how many of them do you have to offer a line of credit?
Tons. I mean, most of the new construction in the city or renovations, they're already by large GCs that are white-owned companies. And most of them aren't even from this area, and then they contract everything out. So at some point, I could still be doing business with an 8A.
I'm sorry, correction. How many of the white businesses do you have to extend credit to that are small businesses?
I do credit checks. I do check the credit. But typically, their credit can substantiate itself. Like, they have good references from other people who do what I do. So they're extended credit. Now, the amount of credit is different. Just like with your creditors, you might get a $500 card, but can you get a $10,000 card? So I think of it the same way. I think of it like my personal credit. I'm not gonna give. I don't care who owns the company, what color you are. If you can't get a reference back because you have no credit accounts in DC or with any of my competitors, why would I give you a line of credit? But I think outside the box, and I want to support the black businesses in the city because I'm in the city. That's why I'm there. So I'll give you let's say I give you $1,500, $2,500, and I do it all the time. Then all you got to do is, and I tell them, even when I do it, just communicate with me.
So
if you're going to be like, I'll even give you expended payment. I'll give you 60 days to pay. If you can't pay me in 60 days because you haven't gotten paid, that's big in the city, just call me.
So when you do, the black businesses, that you extend credit to. You do the whole shebang. You do their credit check. You do all their you do everything you're supposed
If
to do
they
for
can
them.
supply credit references, and a lot of them can.
Okay, so what I'm saying, what I want to say, and I don't know if this correlates. The ones, let's say out of the 10, only 6 of them you can actually get a good reference for. So you gave it to them, but they were already fucked up.
Right.
So it had nothing to do with a good business, good black business coming to do business with you. These were already bad black
businesses,
businesses that were coming to you, like opposed to the white people. When you did their credit check,
They were good.
they were good, and the ones that were bad, you probably didn't give them the credit. So but had you given them the credit, they probably would have fucked you over just like the
They
black
would've.
people. But you gave the black people the chance. But they were already fucking over other people.
Right. I just wish if they would communicate.
They're
I'm
not.
big on that.
They were when
they're already fucked up.
when a person has already established that bad business
You can't
ethic,
get out the hole. Yeah, you can't get
they're
out the
already
hole.
in the hole. And also, most white businesses that come to you, they probably already got a loan
But
from
see,
the bank.
one thing about lucky with me, Drew's probably different. With me, you need what I have in order to do your job. You can't do installs if you don't have no material.
I agree.
So you can't put in the switch gear for the building to have power if you don't have the switch gear. I'm literally holding someone's material hostage right now. It's like I'm holding a hostage. And I'm like, you can't get it because I've already paid for it. I had to pay the manufacturer. So now you can't have it.
So-
and then you want to come, then you want to come in and you want to get some more stuff, not the stuff I'm holding for you that I ain't got no choice but to hold. Then you want to say, oh, well, can I just get this? It's $900 and I'm going to give you a credit card. No, because why would I give you more stuff when you ain't pay me for the stuff I have?
So
But what, I'm sorry, is it only people of color that would be that arrogant to ask?
no.
No.
So listen.
But you don't get the white people to change.
So
Oh,
listen.
not what?
A lot of times.
I'm going to have candy as my collection.
A lot of times in DC, right? The big GC gets the overall project.
Mm-hmm.
They have to contract out to a certain amount of
Black
small businesses.
I know.
Right? I'm the GC. I'm building a building. Candy is my plumber. You are my electrician. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I like Candy. I don't like you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I pay Candy's invoices, right,
Before you pay mine.
on time. I'm not paying your invoices on time, right? Because every time you submit an invoice, I can find a flaw in it. I can find a flaw. I can request to itemize. I can request a whole lot of shit, right? But while I'm requesting all this shit, you not getting paid, your workers not getting paid, your suppliers not getting paid because I'm holding you up. And once you get behind, not by your own admission, once you get behind, until you get caught up,
You can't have nothing else.
you can't have nothing else. So I'm telling you, I have literally seen companies get put out of business in that manner.
No, I believe it.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I have one guy who literally brings me checks. It's one project we've been doing for years. They owe me a whole lot of money. But I tell you what, every time that we do the joint check agreement. So every time that check comes in, he just down the street from me, and he coming up. So I be like, hey, I know you bringing a check in here. He's bringing me the money. I don't charge him late fees. I don't charge him service charges because he's trying. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the people that don't. But anyway, we didn't talk about that.
So listen,
Too long.
let's
So
do
don't be
this.
a nigga.
Don't act niggerish.
Be a non-nigga.
Yeah.
Be a non-nigga black. So
And I-
listen.
Be a wigger.
Being on the fence, the swirl on the show.
Just be a wigger.
Yeah, I don't want to be a wigger. I would really like
I
to
don't
see a
wanna
day
be a
where race
wigger
really
no
doesn't
more.
matter.
Me
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
I would like
I
to see the
probably
day where
won't.
sex doesn't matter.
Oh, I don't want to see that day. Sex
Guys can
matters.
fuck guys, girls can fuck
You gonna really
girls.
like my next topic?
So any let's wrap it up. Any final comments on the N word?
No, you know, just use it in the right context. And you know, I have non-black friends that are blacker than I am. So I mean, like, I just don't think race should dictate anything. I'm with Candy. Like, I wish we could just move away from it.
Okay. Candy?
Do what you feel like. Just don't get mad at somebody that nigga bitch punch you in your face for
If you want to be
using
naked, be naked. Hey.
My final thoughts on the N-word is, man, fuck it. It's just a word. I don't give a fuck who use it. Use it at your own motherfucking risk. But at the end of the day, I do know this. A lot of people that use the N-word are the same ones that's out here providing the help for the people who wouldn't normally get no help.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But in closing, y'all my nickels.
Yeah, y'all my niggles too.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga.
Next time we'll have you call in.
So look, we gonna take a 90-second break, and we'll be right back.
Coach, yeah. Had to make a little something they could sip to. Nowadays, ain't no telling what they going through. Pull up, that's exactly what I'm finna do. Lately, I've been looking for the answers in a bottle. I can't even buy the kush cause the rent due. I just lost a homeboy, only 22. Sad news be the bad news. Had to tell his mama and his sister I can't make it to the funeral. Got dance at the moment. Heard he had a break, bust a lick. If you wanted, read a text from the homie 4 o'clock in the morning. Up to no good on the hunt for this money. Ain't a damn thing funny, yeah. Out in Cali with a sad day sunny. Catch me in the cut with a bottle of Bacardi. Fuck a function, everybody wanna party. You would feel the same way if you was in my shoes, probably. Sipping on that liquor put me right back in that zone. Dealing with a lot right now, and I need to be alone. Please excuse my vibe, that's the type of shit we on. Sipping on that liquor put me right back in that zone. Sipping on that liquor put me right back in that zone. Dealing with a lot right now, and I need to be alone. Please excuse my vibe, that's the type of shit we on. Sipping on that liquor put me right back in that zone. Had to make a little something they could ride to. Nowadays ain't no telling what he might do. Going through a little homie might pop you. Last thing I heard was give it all up, I'ma shoot. Bang bang shit real in the field. I know a few that lost their life over dollar bills. Know a few that lost their life fighting over girls. The way we living, we gon' die, end up in jail. Big facts, F that, Toolie for the stash. Got a spot for cash, keep a mass brains, but they lack ready for that action. Live life like it's your only homie, and that's the last thing I really got to tell a homie. Damn, I miss him. Top that, now my pops up there with him. Without dad, I done turned cold a little. Message to the world, be the finger in the middle. That's exactly how I'm feeling, yeah. Cold-blooded, how they murdered minds. Let them know he took a good life. They say the good always die young. I hope that ain't always right. Sometimes I like to take the Henny straight. Sometimes I take it with a little ice. Anything that's gonna help me. When I'm drunk, I got a clear mind. Sipping on that liquor put me right back in that zone. Dealing with a lot right now, and I need to be alone. Please excuse my vibe, that's the type of shit we on. Sipping on that liquor put me right back in that zone.
All right, y'all, we are back. And before we go further, please remember to check out the CBD store of Rhode Island for all your health and wellness needs at www.cbdofri.com, and let Mike know you heard about the store from Adult Conversation. So y'all already know what time it is now.
It's time for Can You Answer Candy's Questions? All that we ask is that your answer is honest and real. And if you have a question you want Candy to ask live, email it to candy@adultconversation.com.
All right, the first question will go to you, Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Can you outgrow a true friend?
Yes.
All right.
Things might change as, the friendship moves on.
All right, Drew?
Yes.
Candy?
No. A true friend, not a regular friend.
So you can't outgrow them?
No.
So if
my true friends are still in my life.
I ain't saying they're still in your life, they're not still in your life, but I can almost promise you that it's a different interaction with some of the ones.
Well, I interact with people differently regardless, true friend or not.
Okay.
I'm so to me, so
Yeah.
I keep my true friends, but I don't, you know how I am. I'm in my bubble.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Drew.
Drew,
Mm-hmm.
how do you feel about having to get permission to kiss your grandchild?
What?
It's on the news. How do you feel about having to get permission to kiss your grandchild?
Well, I was almost about to say, well, I got grandchildren, but I ain't that kissy dude.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We in the Me Too era. I don't.
Sunshine.
I ain't asking permission to kiss my Grammy. Yeah, I mean, I don't be kissing her all. I mean, she's little, so, you know, every time, you know, people kiss me in the mouth, I get sick, so, a lot of people. So I kiss her on the forehead.
Yeah, you might want to kiss her on the back of her neck.
Really,
Yeah.
yo? I don't put random things in my mouth.
But a lot of people kiss you.
Yeah, a lot of people do kiss me. Yeah.
I don't have a grandkid, but if I did, I'd fuck you, Miguel and Derek and the rest of the kids. It's my
Damn.
grandbaby. I'm kissing whoever I want.
Uh-huh.
All right, Sunshine. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
I want to be able to be invisible. Yeah.
Facts. Drew.
I would like to be able to read minds so I can hear you calling me nigga.
Stupid. I can't. Candy.
I would like to be able to just make money out of thin air.
Well, I'm going to just walk in the bank and get it. Everybody gonna see
how
me
much
coming.
you need? Boom, here you go. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard that a naked woman robbed a bank. And I'm sorry. I read a post. I be all over the place. I read a post that a naked woman robbed a bank, and nobody remembers what she looked like. I was like, I'm gonna do that. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't see her face.
Right.
Yeah, she was naked.
Well,
That was funny. Sorry. This reminded me. I'm gonna rob a bank this weekend.
no,
naked.
don't do that.
Yeah.
They got security cameras.
Oh, true.
You just gonna put a mask over your eyes?
You know what I'm
and be
saying?
naked?
Yeah.
No.
That was funny. Sorry.
Hey, look, the delay. I was funny when I said ha ha ha. I was funny. Anyway, that was
Jesus. All right, Drew.
yeah.
Complete the sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I can share.
This day.
Already know.
Sunshine.
I wish I had someone with whom I could share cleaning the house and trimming trees and doing yard work. Actually, I do, so that's not really a good one. I don't know, shit. That's hard. I don't know. I don't really got shit to share. When my legs hurt, I don't know. My gym workout, some shit like that. Something that's tedious.
Well, Candy already got somebody to share everything with,
I know.
so we're not going to ask you.
So if I wish I had someone to share my work responsibilities with.
That's a good idea.
They can have all that shit.
Hey,
You
know
got
what?
that. You just got delegated.
You know what? Ironically
No,
enough, I thought you was
don't.
going to say
What?
share your period with.
That can go. And my stomach. I wish I could share my gut with somebody.
I'm good, thank you.
Did take some.
Nasty.
All right. Last question. Sunshine. Your house containing everything you own catches on fire. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make one final dash and remove one thing. What would it be?
All
And
my
why?
stripper clothes. I gotta go out this weekend. Shit. I'll be trying to get them 2 beds under my bed like, hold up, motherfuckers. Hold up, put it on the bedroom. Yeah, I gotta save all my clothes. I invested a lot of money in them clothes, and I'll be throwing that shit out the closet window like a ninja. Yeah, I'll be oh, shit.
Drew.
I'm going back to save my Xbox. That shit was a no-brainer.
What you saving, Candy?
I'm actually gonna go back and save my the thing that you hook up to your computer that has
Your dildo?
No,
Oh.
I could rebuy that.
Oh, the external hard drive?
My external hard drive.
I
I'm
know
saving
that's
that shit.
right.
Yeah.
That shit go back 10 years.
I know that's
motherfucker.
right.
First of all, I got that before I got the pet. I'm not even gonna lie. The external hard drive goes first.
See, Crush ain't stupid. He can be like, where the fuck y'all going? I'm coming.
Little motherfucker,
He
you
gonna
better
be
jump
right
out.
behind him.
You better find your way out.
Last weekend, when I left the show, I got home and my garage was beeping. I couldn't figure out why on the alarm. So I was trying to look through the panel, and I fucking hit the personal emergency button. So I canceled it immediately. And then I went upstairs. Right after the show, I went upstairs. And so I looked out the window. I said, what the fuck is that? It was like 3 fire trucks and 2 ambulances coming down the road. Oh, my
Did
gosh.
they charge you?
No, I don't. Here's the crazy thing. I was so annoyed. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, because there was no personal emergency. And they didn't come down. You know, my driveway long.
2
so they
fire
stayed
trucks?
at the top. 3 and 2 ambulances.
What a
I don't
waste of
even know what-
government
first of all,
resources.
how about I don't know where they came from? Because I ain't never seen the fire station down that joint.
Lord.
So here, 2 firemen are coming across the lawn. They stayed in the circle. And, you know, they got all that stuff on. And they're rushing across the lawn. And I open the door. I'm like, I ain't never felt so stupid. I'm just apologizing. Well, come to find out, my old place, new account, they had all my information. The ADT mixed the, I'm not bashing ADT, but get it right. They connected the information. So they were calling my other house that I moved out of.
Oh.
They never updated it to,
Your new house.
the alarm address was that, but the other information was on my old place, come to find out.
3 fire trucks.
Yeah.
Dang,
and
that's
I look,
fucking-
of course,
you
this
lucky.
time, y'all know I'm nasty. The first thing I'm thinking is like, we could play dress up down this joint. No, it's just me and y'all.
How many of them you flirt with?
Girl, shoot. No, I was so
I always
embarrassed.
wanted to fuck a fireman.
Exactly.
I was so
Can I see your
embarrassed.
hoes?
But then I'm thinking when he walked away, I'm like, they sexy now. Like, I see
I
your
believe
ladder
you too.
truck. Yeah. I'm crazy. Sorry.
What
Side
if it
note.
was somebody you knew though?
Oh man, I felt so. I apologize. I said I'm so sorry. He actually was really nice. He said we'd rather it be a false alarm and you're safe. And I was like, oh, thank you, fireman, sir.
Okay.
Who? Yeah. Huh? Okay. Sorry.
Man, listen. So with that being said, y'all already know my favorite time of the show, Sunshine Certification.
It's your favorite part of the night, listeners. Sunshine's certification. Listen as Sunshine certifies
Let's go.
events. Also, if you want your business or event certified, email sunshine@adultconversation.com.
Dang. I got music playing. Hey guys, I had something else I was going to certify tonight, but I didn't get everything prepared as I would have liked to. So, real quickly, I was going to talk about a very sweet person who I just found out recently has been diagnosed with cancer. So, I'm going to be posting some fundraising information for her and her family tonight after the show. It's a beautiful young lady. Her name is Carla, and she works at the Private Affair on the weekends. And she's been really rocking with the lifestyle movement and the other things that we do. And Drew, I'm sorry, I didn't even get a chance to tell you. That shit be happening so fast.
Yeah, I know.
So, they have asked me to get the word out there and support. There's a fundraising page. They just went public. They've known for a minute. There's a couple of videos that I'm going to be posting. So, as much as we talked about the race card and all that tonight, support the people who support you. And they've definitely been a big fan of ours. And I wish nothing but a recovery for her and
Speedy.
as well as her. Yes. Well, we at the battle now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they just making it public information. So it was really a heartfelt weekend. My heart goes out to her and Dave. He's the one with the wonderful moonshine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they also supported Dale when he was on our show, Kinky Bitch Adult Toys.
Mm-hmm.
So they've definitely been big fans of the show and looking out for us, as well as the Private Affair and the Mocha family. There's a couple of things that are going to be going on. There's some Team Carla shirts that are on sale. They have the breast cancer ribbon on them. So we're definitely going to be going through this with them. Look, that gave me chills, I tell you. But it's always, it's hard when it hits someone someone that you're working with. I know a lot of people have experienced some type of cancer that's affected themselves or someone in their family or someone they loved or even just someone they knew. So please keep her in your thoughts and prayers, send out some love. And again, I'm going to be posting the information concluding the show. I wanted to do it after the show because I want to make sure people were listening. I got a chance to talk to you. She's always been great to me. She's been great to just Drew. And Candy don't like talking to people, but she's probably met her herself when she visited with us. So please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And that's what I got for you guys tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sunshine.
Thank you.
Thanks for the information, and I know people will get involved with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Candy. How can folks reach you?
They shouldn't.
This motherfucker here. No. Hold on. This nigga here.
Negro.
You can go to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram and type in KANDYELL.
Candy L. Sunshine.
You can reach me each and every Tuesday here, and you can email me, sunshine@adultconversation.com. I never hardly get no emails on there unless Candy forward them to me. And then you can send me a Facebook request to Shine Aces. Just Shine. The Sunshine page is full unless somebody deletes me. And you can find me on IG at Sunshine Aces.
All right, finding me is real easy. You can find me on Facebook at Andrew Wilson, the good government. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at JustDrewDC. But I'd rather for you hit me up at adultconversation.com. Drop me an email, and conversation is spelled with a K. So we got some shit going on, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Candy?
Yes.
Tell them about that Sweet Spot piece.
So, unfortunately, a lot of Northwest was in the black on Saturday from when I heard while I was on my cruise and getting people texting me frantically. Northwest, that whole area was blacked out. So the Sweet Spot has been rescheduled for a date in September. They said they'll let me know. And as soon as I know, I'll let everybody know.
Okay. And on August the 2nd through the 4th, Hammock and Tent Camping with KKSC Club and Goombay. Hit Candy L up for the information on that. Sunshine.
On August 10th, I'll be partnering with JJJ Entertainment again for the Aquafina pool party. This is a day pool party from, actually the time's been changed from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. You can contact JJJ Entertainment on IG for more information, or you can hit me up. For the third time, this is not my event, but I am partnering with them. I will be at the event for the entire day. Are you going to be at that event as well?
Absolutely. I'll be
Okay,
there.
and Just Drew will be at the event as well. So if you'd like to come out and see some booty shaking, that's the place to be on
I
Saturday.
would love to come, but we have the
we
a glow run.
That's fine. You do your glow run.
The glow run? Oh, yeah. That's the
you
message
gonna
on.
glow? You in it?
That's the one you going all in the mud and all that shit, right? Yeah. All right. And on October the 18th through the 20th, Sunshine Aces LLC will be supporting and participating in SwingCon 2019 Halloween Bash Hotel Takeover in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Rooms are open for booking. Contact myself, Sunshine Aces, for the discount code and more information.
Yeah, you definitely need to, on that event, a lot of people been hitting me up on that. Please contact me for the discount code. Don't book your room without the discount code. So I want to make sure people are paying attention to that. Cause
that shit gonna be lit too.
That's gonna be hot. And I don't think the rooms will be open in October. Whoever asked me that, I think if you're coming, you might want to get your room reserved early, because there's a lot of people teaming for this event. This is for group owners and people doing big things in the game.
All right. And listen, we want to thank y'all for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week right here, same time, same place. Or is it?
Why
too
you
early?
ended so early?
Oh, shit, I thought it was over.
No,
Nigga, we got 10 more
he's
minutes.
speedballing.
I'm dyslexic.
You know what? I'm not gonna let him sit right there no
Just
more.
say 6:54.
He's 10 minutes early, and he got me looking at me like I'm talking too much.
I know.
Cause he rushing me and shit.
What the fuck I thought, man?
You know
Listen.
what? Let him take the lead, and he trying to end the show. Shit.
Listen, didn't I just tell you I died on the job
I
twice
had
today?
some other stuff to talk about. Let's talk about this hot ass weather. Can we talk about that?
It's too fucking hot.
It's hot. It's like hell. It's like hell.
Hold on. Candy cannot believe that I just did that.
I'm good.
I'm about tired of this nigga.
No, I'm not gonna let him sit. Next week, one of us taking the middle. He gonna be on the side.
first, I know I was
you
late.
put him in the middle.
No,
he got there.
Huh?
He got there, but when we walked in, he tried to race me to that chair.
You know, it's the person who weak it is supposed to be in the middle. It's just that I was late today.
Yeah.
You do know that, right?
Ain't nobody never told me
Hey,
that.
you know
yeah,
now?
we said that
did
from the
say
beginning. That was the rule from the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So y'all want to talk about? Want me to tell you my next topic? I'm so happy about this topic.
Yes, go ahead.
What's your next
Sunshine.
topic?
Thank you. I'm so excited. I decided that we're going to talk about, let's talk about a happy pussy. So I'll give you some time to do. You got plenty of time to do your research since you said you always get the topic late. Yeah, we're gonna talk about what makes a happy pussy.
I don't even know where to start.
We're gonna have a whole show on the
researching
pussy.
for happy pussy.
I guarantee you, if you Google
What
happy
do you
pussy,
start?
a
You
should
whole
do it from
bunch
your
of
work
stuff
computer.
Gonna come up. No, I just want to dive into, what makes
It's just a pussy.
a happy pussy. And Candy, since you had this conglomerate following, like national, international, and all that shit, maybe you could do a post and get some ideas. I know what make my pussy happy, but I want to to do notes and shit. I was watching this video and this lady was going into in-depth detail about the clit and shit, and then I was like, damn. She was like, it'll make a lot of happy pussies. I said, what a great topic. We should talk about happy pussies. So you can pick happy dicks if you want later.
I don't need to pick happy
I don't
dicks.
want to talk about Drew's dick.
I don't need to pick happy dicks. I'm going to go ahead and ride with happy pussy. Because every pussy I get, it seems to be happy.
See, you can relate. I love it.
Some
So
of
you-
them.
I'm like
Some
your
of them
old...
didn't smell happy.
Oh.
That was a low blow. That was a low blow right there.
Yeah, but most of the time, motherfucker don't even know till he get in it.
You don't know till you get in it?
You don't know till you get in it. Let me tell you something.
Like, do you do okay?
do an older
that's
check?
an inside joke. That's just a running joke. Drew never had no dirty pussy. I just like making fun of him because he had pussy. So I've never had pussy, so I can make fun of Drew.
You have pussy? You got your pussy.
No, I never had other people's pussy. My
Okay.
pussy is pussy.
Your pussy is pussy.
It's my pussy. It's my pussy. It's good pussy. Okay, real talk. Like if I'm becoming a lesbian or a bisexual, real bisexual, not a pillow princess. If I'm going to put anything of me in that pussy, I think I would like put a condom on my fingers and stick it in there and pull it out and smell it. Like, what do you do?
What do who do?
What
How
do
do you
do?
test
How
the-
do you-
how do you test
how
the
you
aroma of the
pussy?
vagina? See, I just went white on that. How do you test the odor of the vagina? Just true.
All right. So, first of all, everything is situational, right? You got some situations where it's a rush job and you're just trying to get to it,
So it's like bang, bang, bang.
and it might be one of those lift that motherfucking skirt and let's get it, right? It
But
just-
you put a condom on.
Yeah, you
Okay.
put the condom on.
All right.
You always got to take time out for a condom.
Okay.
Unless it's your regular, unless it's your agreed we fucking raw, you know what I mean?
After your
situation.
test. And shit together.
Unless it's one of them. So, if you gonna eat the pussy, then. But here's the thing. Like a woman can go and take a shower, and it smells fresh, right?
Uh-huh.
You can eat the pussy, and it still smell fresh, right? But until you get in there and get to work them motherfucking juices, because this is what I found out. When it like pretty much all women have some type of aroma. I'm not gonna
I
say a
agree.
fucked up aroma, but some type of aroma. When the pussy cream, that shit smell different than when it's than a cum, like a liquid cum, like when they come. That shit smells different.
I agree.
You know what
I mean, you have more pussies than me, so
yeah, so that's different. But most of the time, man, you don't like you don't even get the aroma, the aroma piece till you get up in the pussy and start, man, really working that joint out.
So my one friend told me that he was fucking some girl at it was at her house. So he got there, he started having sex with her, or he was getting ready to have sex with her, and she stunk. So he took like a sheet or something and tied it across his
What?
his face while he was
And he kept
fucking.
doing it?
Yes.
That makes
I
no
was like,
sense.
why didn't you just stop? He was like, because I needed some pussy. I was like, what?
Well, he must not
That
have a
don't
strong
make
sense of
sense.
smell.
And then if you upwind of the pussy, then you ain't gonna smell as fucked up anyway.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
Lord, I can't.
Like
Oh my God.
like you could be hitting that joint from the bizac, right? Unless you pull like all the way out and push in there, and then that fart and yeah.
You know what? Let me move. See, the thing about the discussion next week, we don't have. It's not just about sex. You know what makes a happy pussy? I mean, there's a lot of things that make a happy pussy. What
like
you eat,
oral sex.
like Yes, so every once in a while, get your ass in some Epsom salt and soak in the tub, and
A lot of
no
chicks ain't
panties
drinking
when
water
you
like they
sleep.
supposed
Drink
to.
a lot of fluid. Yeah, so yeah, well, it's a full thing. I don't want you to think of it on
A lot of
sex
chicks
thing.
drink every motherfucking day.
And
that
if you
shit-
eat
that
shit,
affect-
you smell like
That
shit.
shit affects how the pussy smell.
Yeah.
Anything like dudes, we got it a little more easier than the women because everything y'all eat can translate into a pussy smell. Everything y'all take in.
That don't mean a dude can't stink though.
I never said
Okay.
that. I said we have it
Because
easier.
it's all right near the ass.
I
And we
said-
know how much ass you eat.
Ooh.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I was just joking.
Hold on,
I'm just
make
joking.
sense.
I'm just joking. I just want to hit it like that.
Damn. Hey, and
If
this is,
Candy say it is funny,
Hey,
why
listen.
is it a wild when I say it?
Listen
Because
though.
y'all ain't nobody used to me saying anything
Hey, listen.
negative to Drew and shit.
I definitely need to pay attention to the producer more because this freestyle 10 minutes, y'all motherfuckers told my ass to fuck up.
Well, here's the thing. You and Dwayne traditionally at least argued 10 minutes. So I don't want, I want you to feel like everything's normal. You know, y'all
he
were
was
like a
shut-
10-minute debate.
Drew was shutting shit down. I'm like,
Exactly.
Drew, we still have like 5 more minutes.
Oh, man.
Cut it.
Cut that shit.
Okay.
Let's go.
That was a good show, though,
So-
Katie.
so we
Thank
really
you for
got
the
two now.
topic.
We
Well,
really got
yeah,
two.
we can
So
wrap
let's
up.
let's remind people how to reach us as a collective.
Yeah.
On Instagram, we're Adult Conversation. Twitter, A Conversation. Facebook, Adult Conversation. Our YouTube channel is Adult Conversation, and our website is www.adultconversation.com. And the K is for what, Sunshine?
Kissing.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Kissing the pussy.
Kebab. Kebab.
All right.
But look, real live, man. Go to that YouTube page. Subscribe to that page. Share that page. Like that page. Whatever the fuck you need to do.
Rub
Yeah.
that shit. Beat that shit.
Yes.
Rub it up.
And next
Flip
week,
it.
come back for some good. Was
Good.
it
Let's talk about
Good.
what makes a
some happy pussy?
Happy,
Happy
pussy.
pussy.
We talking about happy pussy next
happy
week.
pussy. Yay.
That's it.
Good night, guys.
It's better than ending 10 minutes early.
That's true.